Okay, let's think about a rainbow for a second.
That's
You know that splash of color you see after the rain stops? It feels pretty universal, doesn't it? Like a sign things are getting better. Today, we're doing a deep dive into where that feeling, that symbolism, really takes root. Specifically looking at Genesis chapter 9, we're exploring some discussion points we've looked at to, well, really get the meaning and the impact of this first covenant God makes with humanity.
right. And what's really striking is the context in Genesis. I mean, this comes right after the flood, huge devastation. And then the very first thing God does for Noah and his family, it's a blessing. Be fruitful and increase.
Right.
Fill the earth.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot like the first blessing in Genesis, but things are different now. There's a new structure.
A new structure, yeah, and it includes something new too, these explicit rules about, well, the value of human life.
Hmm.
Verse 6 is pretty direct. Whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall their blood be shed. Why? Because. For in the image of God has God made mankind. That feels like a really strong statement right at this point. Why do you think it lands here?
Well, it seems like it's setting a foundation. For this fresh start, if the Earth's going to be repopulated, there needs to be this fundamental respect for life. Because we're made in God's image, it's crucial for any kind of stable society.
Mm.
And then this idea broadens out into the covenant itself. It's not just with Noah and his descendants.
Oh, right. It extends to, what was it? Every living creature.
Exactly. Birds, livestock, wild animals, all of them. It shows this incredible breadth to God's compassion covering all of creation.
And the promise itself is huge. Basically, a flood on that scale, a world-ending flood. It won't happen again. I mean, obviously, we still get storms, bad ones even, but that total wipeout.
That's off the table, precisely.
Yeah.
And the sign, the visible, tangible proof of this promise, that's the rainbow. God actually says, whenever the rainbow appears, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant.
It's quite something that God frames it as him seeing it and remembering. That is powerful. It's not just a reminder for us humans looking up.
Right.
It suggests God is actively engaging with his own promise when he sees it. So what does this shift tell us, going from the intense judgment of the flood to this beautiful visual promise?
It really highlights a move from judgment towards, well, grace. The flood happened, yes, it was a response, but the rainbow signals that destruction isn't God's final word. Not at all. It speaks about mercy, about a chance for renewal. And what's really compelling is that even after all that devastation, the focus is back on relationship, on restoration, not ruin.
So thinking about today, our world still goes through plenty of storms, maybe metaphorical ones. What's the lasting relevance of this rainbow covenant?
I think it's that constant visual nudge about faithfulness. Think about Noah. He'd just been through something unimaginable. He could have been terrified about the future, right? But instead, he gets this promise. So for us, seeing a rainbow can be that same reassurance. God's commitment holds, even when things feel chaotic. It really connects to that verse in Lamentations 3.23. Great is your faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning.
Mm.
And one source we looked at beautifully linked that to the idea that sometimes those mercies are, well, wrapped in color.
That's a lovely way to put it. So maybe the next time you see a rainbow, it's worth pausing. It's more than just, light hitting water droplets. It connects back to this ancient promise, a reminder of faithfulness, even when things are tough.
Absolutely. A powerful symbol. And speaking of foundational stories and their lessons, our next deep dive will be looking at the Tower of Babel. Lots to unpack there about pride, unity, and purpose.
Sounds fascinating. We hope you'll join us for that conversation.